Learning full speed. I feel like full speed was something I got fairly quickly and was okay at. Ah! Oh my god! But I feel like I've improved way more on dirt and tech than I did on full speed. I feel like on full speed, I've kind of been standing still a little bit. So hopefully some full speed coaching can help me improve and get better. Maybe help you guys too. Maybe you can play along.
There we go.
Hey, hello.
Hello. So let's start with the basics maybe in full speed. You obviously never want to release. You never want to full drift or to have 4 skid marks.
No,
the only drifts which are allowed to do exactly, thank you for showing. The only thing you want to see are actually overlapped skids called speed drifts. Speed drift, speed slide, that's exactly the same. We call them SDs. And when it comes to features are everything which is vertical, let's say, and then there are transitions. Transitions are airtime sections where whenever you have a jump and you have airtime, you want to reduce as much airtime as possible. That counts for every style in this game. And also in full speed, since in full speed that's the only style you go over 800 speed, you have to know that the car stops accelerating itself at 800 speed.
Unless,
I don't know,
wait, do you
like,
accelerate if you speed slide though?
Exactly, that's the thing. So speed slides are getting even more important at fast speeds.
I did not know that actually.
The car stops accelerating itself at 800 speed. So you want to speed drift everything above 800 speed. This is also where S4Ds, so speed drift which are triggered by tapping the brakes, are getting very important. Everything over 800 doesn't cost you a lot if you tap the brake, because the speed drift gives you so many speed back.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But when you're faster, you don't really need to turn that much to start a speed slide either, though.
Exactly. The other drift starts at 650 speed. Everything before needs a feature, a transition, or a tap brake. And if you do a low speed S4D, for example, since you're losing speed by tapping the brake, you want to be able to at least like SD for a second to make it up for that speed you lost. When it comes to high speed SDs, you can also like S4D for half a second or even less, and you will get more speed out of it even though you tap the brake. Okay?
Yes.
I thought you were aware of that. That's good if you aren't. So you
my brain just like clocked out for a second. That was a lot of information all at once.
There's also a very important rule. Whenever you go up in this game, you're fighting against gravity. So the more you fight against gravity, the more you lose speed.
That is true.
Okay, so this is something you want to keep in mind as well. Whenever going up a tube, for example. So let's say your angle is very aggressive going into that tube. The more you are angled going up, the more speed you will lose.
But if you go in earlier, even though you're more sideways, don't you still lose speed because you're not flat on the ground? I thought you wanted to go more angled so you go faster through it and are not like less time in the air. I didn't think you would need to go sideways. I thought you would like want to wait later, as late as possible, to go into the wall ride.
It depends on the angle.
Huh.
So I'm going to show you the line for that tube here. So the more your angle going up will be aggressive, you will overdrift the entry. You won't see it, but you will overdrift going up, and you will lose more speed because you are going very aggressively. So whenever you enter such a tube, you want to actually really be gentle going up here, right? And
but I
adjust
felt
the line
like the
for
green
the
line is more the line I went.
It is,
no?
it is. But I'm just saying it because after this wall tube, you have another tube entry. And what you're doing wrong here is you're going up too late, and you have to overcorrect to make that exit, or you jump out here on the left, right? So here as well, you want to set up early for that entry to be gentle. So what you're going to do is
force that earlier.
You want to set up early to go up here, right? And then you want to aim for that corner, and you want to really come down smoothly.
The exit is what I'm struggling with. Like, I'm way too late out of the exit of the previous one to like get this set up correctly. Because I know I'm not setting it up good, but I don't know how to do the exit properly.
What you did is like you wanted to have a smooth exit, so you went up actually late. You had to overcorrect, and you ended up somewhat here in that thing, and you flew out. You can really force the steering inputs coming down at wall tube to get the green line. And now since it's in advanced coaching, you have also to know this detail. Whenever you reach the mid part of a turnover, whenever you leave the first quarter pipe, you want to stop steering onto or against the gravity. Every overcorrection against gravity makes you lose tons of speed and features.
So you rather want to set up too high, so you need to steer like more downwards,
early,
basically.
And the angle of the car needs to aim towards that corner when you leave the first quarter pipe.
It makes sense. But it's just it's hard to actually do in like.
So whenever you are training those new informations you're getting today, try to force your steering inputs to get it once, so it won't be feeling smooth, but at least you're forcing your muscle memories to get it, or to do it once. And the more you will do it, the more it will feel natural. You know what I mean? Exact. That was.
I steered upwards again.
Beautiful. That was good.
Okay, wait, yeah, here I ended up having to kind of like steer towards gravity, which is not good, right?
So
So
here
I
you
need
want
to
to
set it up earlier, like that, and then I can steer down. It felt smoother.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, here.
Exactly.
So it's kind of like you steer up here, and then you want to have the angle, so when you tip over, that's when you can steer downwards again. What I think I often struggle with, I might set it up like a little bit too late here, and then before I get over the edge, I kind of have to steer upwards to angle myself more correctly. So I kind of have to set up the right line, so I get here before I then can steer left.
Yep. So you basically have to set up the line of the car always earlier for features and in features.
But I think that's what is kind of difficult with beginner, is like when you don't know the trajectory of the car, right? The more you drive, the more you learn how the car behaves and what angle it takes, right?
Absolutely. You really have to force yourself to get that muscle memory for those features. Since full speed is really unique in their own ways, you're right. This is maybe the only style where you have to know those rules, let's say. Because most of the other styles are kind of flat. And as we have learned as well, like one of the basics is avoid any kind of overdrifts. And this counts for Cam 3 sections and features as well.
That is so
you
hard.
tend to overdrift in features a lot since you lose grip a bit, right? In features, you don't have the same grip as on flat.
Yeah.
So it's even more important there to get angles of the car, which allows you to not overdrift. And good calculated full speed maps allows you to get those lines.
That's why, like, I feel like that's why full speed is one of the hardest ones to map.
It is.
Because you kind of have to be good to, or be able to get good speed to be able to map a good full speed map.
Yeah, this is better. This is better. Here as well, there's also an advanced trick you can go for if you're a bit further in full speed. Is whenever you exit such a tube or a wall, you can trigger a so-called exit SD, right? But in order to do so, you want to force that exit line to be as early as possible.
Yes, so you kind of wanna go out as early as possible here, so you can already speed slide like here.
Exactly.
Right? Instead of going like later here and get a shorter speed slide.
And it also allows you to get a tighter line.
Ah, true, because then you can get earlier here.
So whenever it comes to full speed as well, like line checks are very important. So you want to be able to read that map in the way that you can see where you have to put the car in each section.
Yes.
So here, Maji, that's a good example. Force your right input to go up that turnover. It feels more aggressive than needed, but it's necessary because that tube there is very short.
So you want to be more aggressive here. Didn't you say less aggressive?
Yeah, but the first one is smooth. The first one is long enough to not be aggressive. But the second one, as soon as you leave that wall tube there, right, coming down, you want to really go up again because the tube is so short, right? So the map forces you kind of to go aggressive up.
So it's the next one you're talking about.
It's the second one, exactly, not the first one. This one is good. This one is pretty well. Your line is good. Exactly. And then here, exactly like that. And aim for the exit. Perfect. Thank you, Maji. Mwah. This is what we want to see. That's what we want to see. And now here as well. Did you see we were very late in going up the wall and you have to overdrift? Exactly. The earlier you set up the car,
how
the
did
better.
I actually save this,
the more
though?
time you have.
I have no idea how I saved that. But yeah.
Overdrifts.
Because I don't have enough speed to go in the angle I am, so I'm kind of sliding sideways.
Try to adjust the car for the next feature as early as possible on the map. Like force yourself once. Don't even focus too much on this decent stuff. Just go for the lines. Yeah, exactly. Go up. You go down. Set up the car early for the next tube. Exactly. Here as well.
Earlier, right?
Early. Because you have to overdrift the whole wall now.
I think I'm still setting up too late, right?
Exactly, you are. That's why I'm saying it. Try to force yourself to set up earlier, and you'll see the difference right away. Here as well.
Like more like that, right?
And exit those features earlier.
With these turnovers and stuff, I have a way harder time predicting the car's movement, especially because I don't see the car. I feel like I'm struggling way more in Cam 3.
Understandable.
That was not good.
Yeah, the map is kind of good for the example I want to show you because it forces you to change your inputs, you know? Because your body is actually forcing you, let the car be smooth, let the car do the movement itself, but you really have to steer this now to get the good lines. Exactly. Earlier exit, and smooth one.
Okay, wait.
That was good. Kind of good. Exactly. Early exit SD. Earlier. This is an overdrift. Is that an overdrift?
That's an oh god.
That's an overdrift, the big one, yeah. NX. It's,
so I need to
the room
go
called
in there
coaching and
earlier so I don't have to steer so much down, right? In the wall, like wall ride.
Exactly, exactly.
My brain is braining.
That was good.
Okay,
Yeah.
wait, that was close to something, right? That's kind of the angle.
You're going into the well direction. That's kind of the exactly. And now smooth wall entry. Boom.
Ooh.
You lose a block there, let's say. Smoothly go. Exactly.
You know, shit. I need to go even further earlier out, right?
No, that's okay. That's okay.
How do you enter like things like that? Do you enter like late and right up, kind of, or do you want to go like a bit earlier and higher up?
So here again, think about the basic rule. The more you go up against gravity aggressively, you lose speed. So here as well, you want to find that sweet spot between the angle, but also not overdrifting the line. So here we go from angle to angle, or maybe even use the bottom cake a bit. The bottom cake is that piece which is banked. This one.
Yeah,
exactly
so I'm going a bit late into it, right?
Corner. No, that's good. It's good. You want to enter like you do, then exiting a bit of the cake, which allows you to get an earlier exit SD. Kind of like that.
More like that?
Yeah, more like that. Exactly. Now, split speed is a very good plugin when it comes to see if your lines were better or not, you know, after
yeah, because just seeing if you're in front of your PBE doesn't always help, because sometimes you can take a shorter line that technically gets you there earlier, but you lose so much speed that over the whole map, you're way slower. So I'm working on forcing it, because what I feel is that I'm kind of going more with the flow in the entry, and then I'm struggling on the exit of the tubes, but I need to force the entry more, I think. That was not good. But it's a very fine line between forcing the entry but not over sliding while you force the entry.
It is. That's a sweet spot you have to find, exactly.
You have to plan so much. That wasn't great.
You don't want to exit on that glass part, yeah. Nice. Here as well, you go up, you try to trigger the SD. You could actually go more left and use that tiny block which is placed there to trigger the SD. But try to trigger it from left to right, because look at the block here. This one. Exactly this one. See how it elevates the car and allows you to trigger the SD? Beautiful. Perfect.
Oh.
Much
I didn't even think about that.
You're natural. I'm saying it once and you're doing it.
Trying.
Good. Force the car. Exactly.
Wait, I went in a bit too...
But not bad. Would have been a PB. Easy.
Am I supposed to use the ramp? Like this one?
Not the ramp. This one. Like this one, the elevation here. Exactly this one. See?
But I get it because I get the ramp beforehand.
No, because you're setting up like that. But the ramp isn't really necessary to get it. But
I'm oversliding to set up this turn well.
Yeah, but since you lose more speed and features by driving bad lines, it doesn't really matter if you save it a bit before, right? So it's still better to overdrift a tiny bit to get a better feature line, because features are way more punishing than doing bad as these. Okay? People which start to play full speed tend to focus too much on SDs first. But it would be way better to focus on features first, because features kills way more speed.
So I need to focus more on the setup to these lines than the speed sides.
I would recommend to focus more on feature lines and then to start working on your SDs, honestly.
Oh, I'm sliding so much in that turn. That wall ride.
You noticed though.
Yeah, I can hear the the screeching.
Yeah. No matter if it wall tubes or loops or turnovers, you really want to steer as less as possible. You can do tiny corrections, that's okay, but too much corrections or too much steering in features cost you speed.
Yeah.
That's why it's so important to set up the car before a feature well.
Oh, screeching again, man. Alfie asked how many different types of speed sides does this game have? It's basically different speed sides on every single, like, what is it called again? Surfaces!
As I was saying as well in those basic rules, the less grip, the more overlap. The more grip, the less overlap. So whenever it comes to tarmac, let's say, you are overlapping the usual way, let's say. And you know that, right, Maji? Like, how many overlap do you want to do at a 500 SD?
Huh?
Tell me. How many overlap at a 500 speed SD?
Like this much?
for all the beginners out there, I would say, whenever it comes to SD and you do training your SDs for the first time, don't focus on overlap. Like, go for roughly 50-50%. If you're a bit more advanced, you will notice or find out that overlapping more the faster you go will give you even more speed out of the speed drift. On tarmac, you can start to SD at 420 speed. That's speed
actually 420.
Actually 420. Before the
Nice.
420, you won't actually gain speed.
Is
was
there a
pro on that.
chart?
There
Because I
was a
feel
chart.
like I need to see something to understand the
There's a chart.
explanation. Okay.
Exactly. Asphalt, as I was saying, it starts around 420 speed, and then you want to overlap like 50%. And then you can see that with every 100 speed on top of it, it goes more overlap, right? Full speed is that beautiful, actually, is because you have all those details and you have dirt and grass visuality.
Yeah.
And look at how low your speed needs to be to already get a gain out of a speed drift. So we're talking about a 200 speed difference on dirt and grass to already be able to do speed drifts. But it starts with the maximum overlap you want to have on tarmac. It starts with 80%.
Yeah, so you need to overlap way more. This is the
It's the ideal.
ideal.
That would be what the game is exactly. That would be ideal.
Like most people are not going to be able to do that.
No. Now, listen carefully. On dirt, the maximum speed you can get is 900. Everything over 900 is not possible, or it
You
slows
can't get
you
over
down.
900.
On grass, it's even worse. It's 800.
We have a good question, actually. Is it better
Okay.
to overlap too much or too little?
That's why you have this picture down here. Yes, overlapping is less punishing than underlapping.
Wait,
Understood?
is
No,
it?
sorry.
I thought you would rather
Sorry,
underlap.
opposite. Sorry, I was saying it wrong. Underlapping is less punishing than overlapping.
How I understood it. If you have 600 speed, right? It's better that you slide as if you have 500 speed than sliding
Yes,
as if...
Yes.
No, as if you have 700
Exactly.
speed.
that's better. Exactly.
No, wait, I thought opposite. Wait,
Yeah, you thought wrong. But you just said it correctly, Margie.
that makes sense. Yeah, okay, that makes more sense than saying oversliding,
more sense.
undersliding, and everything.
Okay.
Always just think you have less speed than you have.
Yeah.
I technically knew like most of the things you were talking about, but it's just
Yeah.
like reminding yourself to be mindful about it, because I think it's very easy
Exactly.
to kind of go on like autopilot after a while and just
Yep.
like do the same thing that you always do instead of actually trying to improve and do it better.
That's what I actually aim for also in my coachings, to really force a player doing lines they might even know how to do, but they don't force themselves to do it. So, because I mean the map is simple, but here as well, lining up the car correctly before each feature makes a difference. Alright, I want to see you drive 41 actually, Margie. Honestly, you can do it.
I was way too late into it. At
I'm going to
41?
point out those details a bit more. I want to see you drive 41. I will tell you how to do it, and in those next 20 minutes, you reach it.
Because I'm kind of just like tapping out of memory, but I can't actually see my skids on the grass at all.
Well, I actually use one of the first skits which came out from Snicks, right? I don't use the plugin itself. You can download, and it's kind of working pretty well. I don't know. I can maybe send you.
But
the...
it doesn't, like, it removes mods, right?
Yes, it does. Sadly.
Yeah, that's
you
why
have
I
to delete
don't.
them before playing maps with mods. Yeah. But usually, exactly what Indian is saying, it road skits on all surfaces when you spec. That's usual.
Oh, I already got a 0.3 PB.
42.3. Honestly, the 41 is doable for you.
I'm just more mindful when I drive.
That's good, Magic. So good SD here, exactly. Good entry. Early exit here, early exit to do a longer exit SD.
But, okay,
And
so
then
you
shorter
would
line.
rather want me to
Continue.
force the exit for a longer
Yes.
SD than...
Yes, as long as
Because
you don't
now
want
I'm
to
trying
drift
to
in it,
just
that's
not
fine.
steer.
No. Not steering is not the goal. Less steering is correct, but as long as you don't overdrift. While
And that it's steering
right,
out of it, like
can
with the...
you can still do it. That was not an overdrift, exactly. But it's like tiny taps, you know, you have to do, like not going full steer. So here you can tap to the right, tap to exceed. That's enough.
But then I feel like I'm worse at getting that speed slide afterwards.
Well, you can then, just before the cam changes happens, and you're still in cam 3, you can do a tiny tap to the left again to force an angle of the car which allows it to exit SD, right? So you will exit the tube in an
Oh,
SD.
you want me to SD left before I
to
SD
the
right?
left, and exactly.
Ah, oh, I see. 3-4 speed in a full map is pretty good.
Yeah, it's still a start section, so you can actually keep it.
Like more like
Too
that.
much, but
not
exactly,
properly, but like
good.
that's the
Exactly.
vibe.
That's the way. And that's what I want people to do actually when they're training full speed. It's like really forcing those line shoots are maybe not optimal, but it's the way how to change your muscle memories in the first place.
I'm trying, but it's not ideal yet.
Here as well, here on that CPU can be more left to get a better entry of that tube here, yeah. Well, since we're aiming for a 41, yeah, not bad, continue. That should be...
Still lost
Was that more
speed.
speed?
No, minus 6.
Yeah, overdrive, okay. And here, like, yeah, exactly. Ah, that's the line. It's like smooth entry. Grab that as magnet. Left. Go up early. Beautiful. Better. Should be more speed now, no?
I have more speed. Ah, yeah. Not the great entry on the ending though.
No. But the thing is about that cake. Cakes are actually built in a way where the earlier you go in and the more up you go, the more aggressive your exit will be. Or
so like here, for example, you can't really go up like this because
too much.
In the cake, there's a rock. And we don't want to hit Johnson.
And now, since we have the ending after that cake, you want to go as high as possible and as early as possible to get that early exit and that tight exit, right?
I don't get this slide to the right.
The right one is very short. You do like tap. Right SD, left SD right away. Like the right SD is not even a second, I would say. Nice. Keep it going.
I can get the speed sign.
Left, right, left. Boom. Yeah. Perfect. Smooth entry. Now go up early. Left. And exit. Beautiful.
I lost the speed.
Go high.
I didn't go high enough. Damn. Okay, that was an okay run though. I mean, I feel like I'm getting more consistent in it though.
Yeah, let me show you something. Can you spec me real quick? Look at that. Do you see my inputs actually?
Oh, so you steer right in it?
Exactly, toward the direction. You can do that. So either you go high, but then you have to get that early exit steer, or you can also, if you go like on the helper, you can also steer a bit down. It doesn't matter too much.
Okay, I thought you shouldn't do that.
But you want to actually force it a bit and get that exit as well.
Oh, you do speed slide there?
Exactly.
Oh, damn.
Like that a bit. I'm getting that extra. Oh man, I didn't drop that map enough. And here, go high. See? Enter early, go high, and then you have a very steer exit line. See?
Okay.
Because if you go late, you will have a wide line. See that?
Yeah.
But if you go early, high, see
that's a better angle here, yeah.
Yeah, it would be kind of nice to see your splits. Ooh, that's a long SD. Beautiful, not bad. Continue, not over drifting. Exactly left. Beautiful, that should be good. Oh, nice speed. Get nervous. No!
Oh. That was a good.
That would have been close to a 41 with a good ending. Yeah, that was good. But exactly like that, Marchi. Try just to copy the line now.
Okay, let's do that again.
It is. Ooh, that's good SD. Keep it up. Oh, yeah. Nice one. That should be good speed.
I cannot. Oh. I tried to get the left SD. It's
get
so
that left
hard.
SD for the moment, Marchi. First of all, it's mid-speed range, and it's not a long SD. Forget about it. At the moment, you can still do a 41 without it. I promise.
It's still a PB
it's
here.
way more important to get that SD off the landing and this entry here. Yeah. And this too. Not bad. Ah, that's a good line.
I didn't get the speed slide. I didn't get the speed slide.
If you would keep steering, you would get it, I promise. So slow here, good Dane, compared to those gamers. Okay. 0.5 PB.
Wonder how fast you can beat the time I have.
Sorry?
Wonder how fast you can beat the time I have here.
I just drove a 41.5. Sorry.
Oh.
Nice over drift dogs. That's exactly how we do it full speed. Holy speed. Ending, Crage. Oh yeah, that's good. Well, that's good. That's a 3-10. Top 10.
This is the best
But still
start
no
I've
80.
ever had.
Still no 80. 80 is really good. Suffering, I'm also less stupid than I was when I'm still pretty fine. So that didn't help. Ah, Seprig, I know how smart you are.
PB! Hey! 42.2.
Oh, let's go, Machi.
Nice!
Let's go. You beat by 0.1. Let's go.
I'm
Let's go.
almost a second away from out the time. Let's go! I feel like I'm getting better at full speed in general.
Yeah. Yeah, obviously. I feel I'm getting worse.
I'm absorbing your full speed knowledge. I am like my runs are getting consistently way faster, which I'm happy about. Because earlier I was consistently 0.1 away from my older PB, and now I'm consistently 0.1 away from my newer PB. My focus fluid is just gone. I don't know if I can play much more. Yeah, I cannot focus anymore. My hand is starting to cramp up. I think I am tired. I think I might head off.
Yeah.
It was really fun though. I feel like I improved a lot.
Beautiful. Glad to hear that. But I'm really proud of you as well on your progress.
Thank you. We'll do it again.
As well to your chat.
Next time I need repeating of the basics. Thank you so much for the coaching.
Even better.
I hope chat learned a lot too. Go and follow Ox. He's awesome. Bye-bye.
Talk to you later. Bye-bye, Maji. Kiss, kiss.
Mwah.